The good one. Were you the good one in your family? You know, the child who followed the rules, got good grades, did what you were told, didn't talk back, didn't cause any problems. If that was you, you probably learned how to make the adults around you proud. And they probably praised you for it. You know, you're such a good girl, you're such a good boy. Being good probably became your default mode, and no one questioned why you worked so hard to be so good. Maybe being good wasn't your personality. Maybe you learned early that approval came when you behaved, that praise came when you achieved, that peace came when you didn't make things difficult. So you learned to read the room. You learned which version of you made people around you comfortable. And slowly, being loved and being good started to feel like the same thing. So now, even as an adult, maybe disappointing people might feel unbearable. You might find yourself saying yes in situations where you really want to say no. You may feel guilty for setting boundaries, or you may overthink whether somebody's mad at you or upset with you. And sometimes you're so busy being who everyone else wants you to be that you don't even know what you need anymore. I want to read a chapter from my book, When Healing Becomes Heritage, and it says, "When goodness becomes identity, authenticity feels dangerous. Expressing need feels indulgent, and conflicts feels threatening. Many adults find it difficult to locate their own desires because they've spent a lifetime responding to external expectations. Even experiencing joy might feel risky. It can feel like something that needs to be moderated, earned, or delayed. Healing asks us to gently interrogate the rules that we live by and question, who taught me the meaning of being good? What happened when I wasn't good? What part of myself did I learn to hide in order to be loved?" These questions are not meant to provoke shame. They are meant to restore agency. Being good is not inherently harmful, but when goodness is disconnected from safety, choice, and self-worth, it becomes a burden passed quietly from one generation to the next. Does that sound like you? Were you the good one? If so, healing will require you to learn something you should have learned a long time ago. You do not have to earn love through good behavior. You're allowed to disappoint people. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to have your own needs. You're allowed to say no and have no be a full sentence. You're even allowed to be misunderstood, because becoming yourself may require disappointing the people who benefited from you always being the good one. So here's my question to you, and I want you to sit with this. Who would you be if you stopped trying to be good and simply allow yourself to just be whole? That is what generational healing looks like. That is love, and love is the legacy.